Hello everyone, this is Jackie Williams. In this video, I want to share with you some projects using the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar supplies. Now, I'm not going to open the Advent Calendar doors and show you everything that's in there, but I'm just going to share with you some projects so you'll kind of get a gist of what's included, but there was no way I could use everything. So there's a lot more than what you're going to see in this video. Now this is public. This is the stamp set that is included with the calendar. So you get 12 doors to open with product plus this very large stamp set. So we'll be using a lot of the stamp set. And then this is what the Advent calendar looks like. It doesn't quite fit under my camera. This is the one that I opened. So all of these are empty now, but it is packaged up quite nicely and it makes a really nice gift for yourself and for others. So what I want to share with you in this video is actually just a really nice and easy shaker card idea. So we're going to start with a piece of designer series paper that is about 5 1/8 by 3 3/4 inches. And this is obviously one of the prints in the paper pack that comes in the Advent calendar. So this was an idea that was shared by Rosemarie Gonzales some years back at a demonstrator event, and it's just so fun. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the printed paper inside of one of the clear medium envelopes, and it's got sticky and a seal at the top. But before I seal that up, I'm going to use I'm just calling it the sparkle mix. It's just this really great mix of sparkly things that's included in the calendar. I'm going to dump some out, and that's probably too much. But the reason for that is, if you look carefully in here, there's little hearts. The hearts are fine, but there's these big bows. And these are just a little, hopefully I'm in focus, these are just a little bit too big to shake around in this particular style of card. I think there was just that one. So I just wanted to pull that one out. That's probably enough. Okay, so those are all in and on, oops, there is one more bow, and on the front of the printed paper. And carefully keeping it all on the front, I'm going to go ahead and seal this up. Now I want it sealed tightly, but not super tight, because you still want those elements to be able to shake around. And then you can see that the bag is actually wider than my paper, so I'm just going to fold that over. And actually a bone folder helps. And get some tape. Okay, we're just going to seal that up nice and securely. Okay, and then we'll put tape across the back here. Take off the top and bottom, because I want to put some twine around, and we've got blue twine and pink twine. I think I'll use the pink one because I've used blue on the first sample that I did. And so what I want to do is put that on the tape, turn it around, touch it down on the tape. Oops, there went the roll. And go again. And then I don't have very much on the back, and it just makes my twine and ribbon or whatever you're using go a little bit further. Now let's place that on a Secret Sea mat. And then I'll pull off some more twine and we'll just tie that in a bow around these guys here. Okay, like that. I think I'll scoot that up a little bit more. Now then, there's also a set of postage stamp dies that come in the pack. So I've used that to create a little label, and I'll use Secret Sea ink, and let's use Proud of You. Let's see if that's gonna fit. I think so. Proud of You. And we'll just put those two together like this. And then go ahead and tuck that underneath. Maybe should have used tape on the cellophane. Okay, then we can just put this onto our card front. Like this. And then we have a really easy shaker card. And that's a really nice way to use these kinds of embellishments as well. And also showcase your beautiful printed papers. So here's the one that I made earlier, just using a different print. And this one I used Misty Moonlight instead of Secret Sea. I think both are nice, and use the blue twine instead of the pink. So that's a great little way to make a very quick and easy shaker card. You just need printed paper, some shaking elements, and the medium clear envelopes. Now I have some more samples to share with you using the products from the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. So this is another one that I made, and included in the calendar is a nice set of laser cuts like this, which are beautiful as is, but you can also color them so that they can match in with any color scheme that you might be using. And this one went together quite quickly. It's using some pre-printed papers and pre-embossed papers that are included in the Advent calendar. And then this sample, one of the mini dies that comes in the pack, is just this cute little scallop square with a little cutout rainbow. And so I made a rainbow with my rainbows and just kept it quite clean and simple for a cute little card. And then for this one, I actually pulled a sentiment in from another stamp set because the elements inside the Advent calendar aren't particularly Christmas. However, I did do the flower up in Christmas colors and did make a Christmas card. So it's quite versatile that way. Now, also included is a set of masks, and masks are one of my favorite things. So I made this one just, if you use the masks as is, there were 4 layers, layered it all up, and I actually did make a reel using this one, so that should be posted shortly. And this one went together very quickly and easily, and I think that's quite fun. And of course you can use any colors of ink that you prefer. Now I'll just leave that there for a second. So on this card, I used the same mask and the same idea, but I just used one of the flowers out of the mix repeatedly for a border on this one. And then I took the same concept, but instead of using this flower, I used, I want to say I used this flower and did the same thing, made a little border with that, and made an 8x8 scrapbook page. And this time I used Petal Pink and Cajun Craze for a completely different color combo, but still very beautiful and clean and simple. And then even after all of that, I was still left with an absolute ton of product. So I just started making up some tags just to use all the little bits and pieces that I hadn't used otherwise. So making tags or making like little 3x3 note cards is a great way to just use up all the rest of your things for something that's quite useful. And having a tag, some tags ready to go in your stash or your gift wrap box is quite handy. Or you could even bundle them up as a gift in and of themselves. There are my projects I wanted to share with you. If you would like the written instructions for these projects, the link is in the video description for a low price of $10.95, and it will be emailed right away to you so you can get started straight away. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Please leave me a comment. Share this video with anyone who might also enjoy learning how to make an easy shaker card or who has purchased the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. This is Jackie Williams. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.